Ever look at your messy desk and wonder if there's a hidden masterpiece in there? For this week's hashtag Weekly 15, hosted by Pam at Silver and Sparkles, I challenged myself to create 4 tags using only what was already on my desk, and you won't believe how they turned out. Stick around and see how some index cards, scraps, and a little ink smushing become something totally tag-worthy. Hi, it's time once again for coffee, crafting, and cats with the Ginger Cat Lady. I'm Pam, and Harley, well, he is sound asleep up in his cat tree for now. All right, it's time for the weekly 15 challenge that's hosted by Pam at Silver and Sparkles. I've got some note cards. I've got some stamps that I received in a stamping swap that I participated in. And then I've got a bunch of my inks over here. And I think what we're gonna do is do some ink smushing on the cards and then do like a little cluster using these and some of my scraps here on those cards. So I have my little timer right here. Let me scooch all of this over so it's out of our way. And only leave the things that I know we're going to start with, because we're going to have to start with the ink smushing. We need to do that before we can decorate the cards. So, all right, I've got my timer. I'm going to turn it over here to 15 minutes. And when I stand it up, it will start. All right, are we ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, 15 minutes has started. So let's start with, I'm going to do my tea dye ink first. And I'm just going to smush a little on the surface. And then just put my card through it and see what we get. Okay, perfect. I think I want just a little bit more. Got some blank spots that need to get a little smush in there. Okay, perfect. All right, we're gonna set that one off to the side and let it dry while we do the next one. This time, I think we will use my old paper. Let me grab a paper towel or a wipe to do this and clean it up.
Hi.
All right.
She's doing a video.
All right, that's cleaned up.
Go ahead.
Let me smush this on the table. Oop, that doesn't look like, is it smushing? I can't tell. All right, this one's a lighter color, so hopefully it's smushing. I can see a little bit, I think. All right. Okay, let's see if we can get something out of this. I'm not sure.
Vibra. It's called Vibra. He is in Victor I-B-R-A.
Oh, we got a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure how wet this one is or how juicy it is, because it's not leaving a whole lot of ink on there.
Dessert.
Okay.
There's a lot of elderly people there with trachs, stuff like that. So
Okay.
I don't know. She just felt like she should have been somewhere else. But
Okay, I think we're gonna leave that one at that. It's got a little bit of color. I don't know if you can see that. It'll hopefully show up a little bit better when we're finished. All right, let's wipe that one off. That's dry over here so it can come back. Let's do one that's I know is going to show up a little bit more. I've got my favorite vintage photo here. I'm gonna smush some ink out there. We're at 11 minutes, so I think we'll be able to do one more smush and then we can start decorating because these will dry fairly quickly because I'm not getting them too wet.
Yeah, I mean, when I was there with her, the nurses seemed like they were fine, but I don't know what happened.
I like how that one came out. All right, there's that one. And one more, let's do a little bit darker. And we'll go with the walnut stain.
It was clean when I went in there, yeah. It was clean. Yeah, at least so. It's
okay.
Term and or rehab.
Ooh, that one's going to be really dark.
All right, let me send this to you, your phone, and you'll have it.
Okay, that one is super dark. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, let me wipe this up.
It's great.
And then
Fantastic.
grab
It was very loud.
my heat tool here really quick.
Super loud.
Oops, crash boom.
That place was built for acoustics, so it was very, very loud.
Okay, I'm gonna dry these up just a little bit.
You can do it. Hold on. Okay. You're welcome.
Okay, so those are pretty dry. The other ones can dry as we are doing this, but we will start with our vintage photo. Look how pretty that came out. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let's start with our dragonflies. So I need to just do a quick little fussy cut around that. I'm not gonna get all detailed on it. I'm not a fan of fussy cutting, so I usually call it cussy butting. I only do it. I know that there's people that will sit and fussy cut like in front of the TV and stuff, and they just absolutely love it. And I pretty much fussy cut when I need it, which is not the best for when I'm trying to do a video like this, but I just don't enjoy it. So to sit down and do it and have stuff ready is just not my cup of tea, you know what I mean? All right, there's that. Okay, so we can have him flying over there. I think maybe, no. Well, I'm not loving that color with that, so we will save that for one of the other ones. I think we can use it later. Oh, Harley's here to visit. And took off with everything. Okay, there we go. Some of that. Let's get some book page in here. Perfect. There's a piece of book page. I think it's a little bit big though. Let's get these straight edges off. Okay. That green is too close to what we have there. So let's see. Can't really see it that way. Oops. Well, I had a piece in my hand and then it flopped out of my hand. What about a piece of brown paper? That works. And then I think a little bit of lace will finish this up just nice. And I happen to have a whole bunch of lace sitting here on my desk. All right, let's clip a little bit of that off. There we go. Okay, I'm going to staple this. I have lost my stapler. There it is. All right. We're going to give this a staple. And grab the pliers. I like to squish this down just to make sure that it sticks better. Get some glue on the back. Some glue. So what I'll do is I'll put glue on the dragonfly and then put that over top of the staple to cover the staple. I don't have the dragonfly flying that way. All right, and I think maybe a word. What did I do with my word? Oh goodness, I moved my words and I don't know where I moved them to. So we're not going to stick a word on there because I don't know where they're at. All right, next. I will put these under something when we are done and that will flatten them out so that they won't be so crunchy. All right, this is the vintage photo. And I think on that one, did that other one go that was kind of a reddish color? Oh, all right, now I'm hiding stuff from myself. Okay, well, I think that'll look better. Let's do this one instead. Try to flatten it out just a tiny bit. Okay, this is the walnut stain. And yeah, that one goes perfect there. Okay, I want to round the corners. And I'm just going to use the little one here really quick. Maybe a little bit of lace with this one too. I think actually, let's put some lace down the side of it, like this. Sorry, I know I'm out of range, but I can't see what I'm doing over there. Okay. I'm gonna just put some glue right here on this little strip. It looks like we're only going to have time for 2 of these, but that's fine. You get an idea of what it is that I was trying to do. All right, and that's going to go on here. That'll go there, but I think we need to ink the edges first. Oops. Stick a little bit of that walnut stain on there so that it coordinates, but it will stand out a little bit more than that because it's darker. Okay. I don't tend to put a whole lot of adhesive on my images. Doesn't need a whole ton. I think less is better with these. And then I wanted to put some bling on here, but that's all too bright. Hold on. I don't think I have any just plain white bling, but I do have this softer pink. Okay, so there's our 15 minutes. I do have this softer pink though, that's a different shape of bling, so let's try that. Oh! And it's actually falling off. Okay. Grab my tweezers. And I think we will just do a little cluster bling right here. And there's that one. Again, I think this one needs a word too, so now that our timer's up, I will look for that bling really quick and we can get some bling on there and then call them both done. Or not some bling, some words on there and then call them both done. So I will be right back with the words. Okay, I found my quote book. I'm going to come back here to the ones that have some brown colors to them because it will fit in just a little bit better, and see if we can find some words to go with these. And then once I'm done with these two, what I'm going to do is finish up the other two, and then I will do a shot at the end with all four of them together. All right. I think on this one we're going to do choose happiness. That one will go good with it. All right, there's that one. And then for the dragonfly, let's do I feel like Never Settle is very appropriate, but I'm not liking that color. So let me see if we can find it in a color, because they repeat. So let me see if I can find it in a color that will look better. Let's try this one. Yeah, I like it there better. I feel like dragonfly needs some bling too. Let's bling up the dragonfly. Let's see. Where did it go? There it is. I think I'll just put a few of them right down his little body there. And I really like this color of green here, so. put some right there. The last one did not go on there straight, sorry. Come off of there without tearing, please. There we go. Okay, that's better. And I think one up on its head too. No, don't like that. Okay, and there's that. All right, I am going to go off camera, finish up those other two, and I will be back in a few minutes to show you what they'll look like. All right, be back in a few. Not bad for a pile of dust chaos, right? I love how each of these tags has its own vibe, and it felt so good to use what I already had out on my desk. If you had fun crafting along with me today, don't forget to come back on Friday. I'll be doing a flip through of one of my little golden book Christmas junk journals, and I am so happy and excited to share it with you. I have worked really hard on this prototype, and we'll have a whole bunch of them that will be ready for sale in the coming months. So make sure you stick around to see what my prototype looks like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on what's next. There's always all kinds of crafty chaos and fun on my channel. And in the meantime, make sure you check out the link on the screen over there if you need even more quick 15-minute ideas. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you spending part of your day with me. And as always, may your scraps be endless and your glue never dry. See you in the next one. Bye.